You ready to go? Grab your phone. An iPhone 4S is what I have here. It will work with, I presume, any of them that can do Bluetooth connecting. Go to Bluetooth and turn it on. Now you're in the discovery mode, right? So pick a watch, any watch. Let's start with this one. Turn it on. Again, this is the Apple clone watch. It says right away that it's requesting pairing. And that's how hard it is, folks. This watch is now Bluetooth paired to the iPhone. Let's go to the beautiful rose gold with a brown leather band. That'd be what, like 12,000 plus 500 or 1,000, somewhere around 12,500, 13,000 on the Apple market. Both these watches, there's no class distinction here, run about 45 bucks. I said 45, 40, 45, somewhere in there. Oh, look, it's trying to pair as well. And with the same name, it's connected separately too. Okay, so the first thing I want to demonstrate with this 2 watches linked to 1 phone capability is handling phone calls. Now, this is the internet, folks, and so I don't want these numbers all disclosed out there, so excuse me for having to put tape over here, but I have to mask out the actual phone numbers we're using. But from another phone, I'm actually placing a call now to the SIM card that's installed in the iPhone, okay? It's now receiving that call, ringing here, but I have answer and hang up buttons on both watches. I can answer on any one of these, like this one, and all of a sudden it's answered the call, and you hear the feedback. I'm moving the other phone out of the way, and you have your volume control here, hang up or mute on this one. And it's actually speaker microphone connected to this particular watch. While on this phone call, I messed with this earlier and got it to work. I can, I think, put this one in mute and mess with this one a little bit. And you hear that? Now the call has actually been, in a sense, transferred over to this watch. It's still the same phone call, but it's being handled by a different watch. And likewise, I could come over here, touch some buttons, and transfer the phone call back to this watch. At the same time, if I wanted to, I could turn it off of Bluetooth and take it back over to audio on this side and switch it to, wow, either watch or the speakerphone or the iPhone. Well, there's a slick trick. So you can actually change it from the watches back and forth by messing with it. Take the call away from somebody else, for example, or you can switch it right from the controls on the iPhone to activate it on one watch or the other watch, or the iPhone itself, or even the internal speaker. Very interesting. Okay, so that's how we handle, this one appears to have gone off. Are you still here? Yeah, it's still active. The screen just went off. This is how you can handle incoming phone calls to an iPhone tethered to 2 Apple look-alike clone watches. Any of the hang-up buttons will hang up the call on all of them. Sweet. Okay then, so now how do you handle outgoing phone calls? Well, let's check it out and see. I am going to activate this one to the dialer. And I got to take this tape off, of course, be able to get to my buttons. Hello. Okay. I am going to put in a phone number off camera. And I'm going to dial it. And there we go. I got to put my tape back on again. It's dialing from this phone. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but this is the one making the dialing sound. However, I could answer it on any, or it's on any of these. I could hang up on it. But I need to answer on the other phone. Hello. I just answered on that other phone now. And it looks very similar to what we had before. The call is on this watch because it initiated it. However, I can transfer it from this watch by touching buttons and playing with it. It will take the audio away and give it to this watch so you can speak and hear from the watch. Or I can take it and control it from the iPhone itself by choosing which watch I want to have it go to. And now it just transferred the audio and control over to this watch. Now this is the one that's actually actively handling the phone call. And again, from any device, I can hang up, call over, and we're back in business. Well, okay then, how about music and radio? Basically the same thing. We can start a radio station playing, for example. And it's coming out of... I have to put it up to my ear. It's coming out of... Nope, not that one. Yeah, can you hear it? All right, it's coming out of this particular watch. But I can go into this watch here. Let's turn it down a bit first. We have to go to the music minus. Soften it so we can talk over it. Okay. I'm going to the music on this one. All I got to do, watch this, hit play. Just transfer it over. Louder volume, right? Press play over here. Just transfer it back. The song is playing off of a radio, iTunes radio, so as long as I'm connected to Wi-Fi or AT&T or T-Mobile or whoever your carrier is, you can just simply switch from phone to phone, as simple as hitting the play button. It pauses on the phone it was on, the watch it was on, and switches to the other one. You hit it a second time, and it puts the whole thing in pause, right? Hit pause here again, starts up, pauses it. So if you got two of you out jogging or doing something and you want to, I don't know why you do this, but hey, you take the music for a while, set the pace, okay, then that person can hit their play button, crank it up, and have it playing. Whatever the reasons might be that you could figure out why you'd want to do this, you can synchronize two Apple AW08 clone watches directly to one single iPhone. And the connectivity is right there. Here we are. We've changed out the iPhone for an Android LG G3 smartphone. And we're going to do the same thing. We're in the Bluetooth panel. We're firing up one of the Apple clone watches, and we're connected to the media audio from this watch. And now we fire up the beautiful rose gold watch. Oh my goodness, I really like this one. And hello. It doesn't do it on Android. Now this is interesting. We've got basically Android-based smartwatches that have a better hookup connection to an iPhone, an original old iPhone 4S, than they do to an Android device. When one of them is connected, it's linked, but the other one is not getting a connection. So let's see what happens when we turn this one off. The app MediaTek, which is controlling all this, stops. And of course, we're not connected because this one's on, but we're going to turn the rose gold one off. And then we're going to turn it back on again. And there we go. We're now connected. So they can only connect one at a time on Android. Just to verify, we'll turn this one back on again. And even though it's listed twice on the Android phone, here and there, they're not seen as separate to this device and the MediaTek application on this one. but they are on the iPhone. So that's the first thing, but we also want to make sure when we're on here that we can play music. So what does that look like? Well, let's go find our music and hit play. And yes, indeed, from the Android Apple Clone Watch, got to throw a lot of words in there, we have control of the music. And this is music that's actually playing through an app that's streaming from my Mac at home over the internet directly to the phone. It's not music in the phone. It's one of those network streaming things. So I can stop that. And then I could go here, for example, into, this is the Google Play. And yet another source. Whatever is playing will actually stream over again to the watch. We have full control of that. We can skip ahead to another song if we want to. And if I'm not happy with that one, I can, it takes it a while to catch up, but there it goes. Hear it playing. You can pause that, run Django or Pandora, or you name it. Even on the Samsung, you have Milk, which is their own streaming experience. And we could play songs on Django. So lots of really fun stuff to do. Streaming directly from either your iPhone to two different watches, depending on which one you actually hit the play on, from one phone, or from your iPhone, from your Android phone, we can stream directly to the watch as well. Okay? That's how these puppies handle music.